so far, and what you know in all your experience and what we know of past plots and of what we know of this one? Isolated incident or a part of something bigger that we need to be on the lookout for, that more could be coming?
Well, the suspect has already reportedly volunteered the fact that he got the device in Yemen, which implies probably an al-Qaeda link. It also implies a larger conspiracy, since somebody had to build this thing for him. And in the Richard Reid case, the so-called shoe bomber, which happened roughly the same time in 2001 during the Christmas holiday season, Richard Reid also had, there was another guy, something that's forgotten, a guy called Sajid Bajat, also a British citizen, who also had a shoe bomb. He never went through with the plan. He's now in jail in Britain. But, you know, in the case of Richard Reid, there was more than one shoe bomb out there. So it would be only prudent to make sure that there aren't other terrorists like this guy who's just been arrested in Detroit. And certainly, he's by his own admission, he's part of a larger conspiracy.
Yeah, should we be taking him at his word? And why? I mean, he's singing like a songbird and so quickly. Should we be taking him at his word? Why in the world is he talking so much?
Well, you know, some people volunteer very quickly. Ramzi Youssef, you may recall, was the guy who bombed the Trade Center in 1993. When he was arrested in Pakistan, he volunteered the whole story to the FBI agent who arrested him, a gentleman by the name of Brad Garrett. He gave him a chapter, song, and verse about the whole plan, the whole attack. So, you know, people react in different ways. Is he telling the truth? Who knows? But right now I'm taking it as that, yes, he did get this device in Yemen.
Okay, what are we now going to learn from this? And one of the things we possibly learn about a possible hole in security, and where we're so worried about here in this country, and rightly so, about terrorists getting into the country, and then putting together a plot from within, but maybe not enough scrutiny for those just simply getting on board an international flight and maybe blowing up a plane while they're just over the U.S. Once the plane gets here, they don't have to worry about getting through customs or anything. They just get over a U.S. city and blow up a plane. Does this reveal now something we need to start looking at a little more?
Well, back in 1994, Ramzi Youssef, who I just mentioned, the guy who led the attack on the Trade Center in 1993, actually assembled a bomb on a plane in Asia, got off the plane, the bomb blew up, and it killed a Japanese businessman. So the idea of assembling a bomb on a plane has been out there for a long time. Ramzi Youssef was sort of on the fringes of al-Qaeda. His uncle, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, was the operational commander of 9/11. This is an idea that's been floating around for a while. Then we saw in the summer of 2006 a plan to blow up 7 American and Canadian airliners with liquid explosives, which is the reason that you can't bring liquids onto a plane. That was an al-Qaeda-directed plot out of the UK. The idea would have had those American and Canadian planes not blow up over an American city, but blow up over the Atlantic, which would have been much better for the terrorists because you could do no forensics to find out what had really happened.
So why did he wait, do you think, Peter? Why do you think he waited then until he got here, until he got to Detroit?
We don't know yet. Richard Reid was assembling a very similar kind of, maybe different materials, but he waited about 3.5 hours into the flight. He was halfway over the Atlantic. This guy waited until the approach. Was it because that this was not really explosives, but more designed to create a fire on the plane? Yeah. We don't know. Did he not get his act together? Did he get a case of cold feet? I mean, there are all sorts of possibilities.
All right. One more thing here. I got so many for you. I know we're going to be talking to you more this morning, but one more thing here. Does this incident have the potential to be a game changer, the way that Richard Reid changed the game and forever changed the way we travel in this country?
That's a good question, TJ. I think that probably not, because so many new policies are already in place. I mean, the 2006 plot was a game changer in the sense that it really prevented you from bringing liquids onto a plane. This seems to be more of the same. But it's a very good question. I think we still don't know enough about the plot to really know how it might change security.